Welcome back. It is nearing Halloween, believe it or not, folks. We are just over 2 weeks away, and if you're trying to watch your waistline, that can be a scary time for some people. But here with some advice on having a healthy Halloween, we're pleased to welcome back Dr. Julie Swindler from Medical Bariatrics of Lexington to tell us about some strategy, I guess, that you can head into the holiday season with.
Well, thanks, Rizzy. You're absolutely right. With the holiday season coming, I have a lot of patients at the office getting a little nervous or not knowing how they're going to be able to avoid all the temptation, all the calories that are out there. And unfortunately, in November, I have too many people that said, oh, I did so well until. So we want to try to avoid that until. Okay, yeah. So let me give you a couple things to think about. First off, think about, are you actually going to be participating in Trick or Treat this year? A lot of people don't have kids, and it's a great time to be going out with their spouses or with friends out to the movies. A good time to get away. But if you are going to participate, a couple things to think about. Number one, buy candy you don't like.
I love that tip. I've heard, I think you mentioned that in years past, and that's
absolutely.
A lot of people get their favorite candy, and that's just a disaster.
You're going to munch on it way too much, and then you're not going to want to let it go to waste. So buy the stuff you don't like. And then always have the last kid syndrome. Last kid syndrome is where the last kid comes up, all the streets look kind of barren, and they come in, they say trick or treat, and you just go, and give them the whole thing. They'll love it. You'll probably get an extra Christmas card for it, okay? So make sure you give them that. Do a buyback. Buyback is where ahead of time you, your spouse, and your kids talk about it. They have fun. They dress up. They get all the candy, get all the loot. They sort through it. They pick through their favorite ones that they want, and then you get to kind of bargain with them on how much is the rest of that candy worth, and you kind of buy it back for them. They get an extra $5 or $10 to go spend on a toy that they're going to love, and you get all of that candy out of the way and avoid a lot of poundage and a lot of sugar highs. And let me tell you, that alone is worth it, right?
Yeah.
Finally, think about that. Be creative. Given the choice, to be surprised at how many kids are going to go for the toy rather than the candy in the bowl. So there's a lot of things to think about. You can be getting, here's a couple things I picked up today. Some skeleton straws, some foam stickers, some, don't forget the alien slime. There's also, yes, eyeball gumballs, right? Some little hair clips for the girls, some masks, some glow sticks, some buttons, erasers, pens. There's just all kinds of good stuff out there. I think there's about 300 pieces in here I bought for like $10. So be creative, but if you sail into the holiday season with the weight going down, you're going to sail through the entire way, and you're going to love it. It'll be great.
Wonderful. Some great advice. Thank you so much, Dr. Swindler, and she'll be back throughout the season. Of course, we got the Thanksgiving holiday and Christmas.
It's all coming. It's all coming.
Stick with her. She'll give you some good tips to get us through. We'll be back with one last check of your forecast.
Thanks, Chrissy.